What's poppin'? Welcome to Chat with Charli. My tagline is helping you get from frustrated to flourishing. I am a black millennial. I have been married for 10 years to my husband, and we are raising 2 children, and I have learned a lot, okay? I grew up in a household where I did not see successful, thriving black marriage, and so I've learned a lot of lessons in the past 10 years, and I'm trying to share all of those with you. And one of the lessons that I want to share really is a bit of encouragement that I wanted to just put out there today for people who may be struggling with a lack of confidence. I don't think a lot of us realize how much a lack of confidence is impacting our relationships. Personally, I think a lot of the arguing and the bickering that goes on, some of it I think can be tied to us not really feeling fulfilled in our own lives. I think that people don't understand that personal growth does not stop when you get married, right? Those of us who are married, we probably know that, but a lot of other people don't. Like your personal growth journey, your journey to be a mature person emotionally, your journey to be an entrepreneur, your journey to be the best version of yourself doesn't stop when you get married, okay? And so sometimes what happens is we can really get sidetracked by the things that happen in our lives like marriage and children, and we can stop focusing on being a better version of ourselves. And what can happen at that point is that you can start to lose your confidence. You can start to sort of lose yourself. And I did a video on how not to lose yourself in marriage, but I wanted to focus this video more on encouragement for people who feel like they have a lack of confidence, they're discouraged, they don't really know what to do. I was at that place in my life. When we had our second child, I was a stay-at-home mom, I was nursing, we had just purchased a home, I was trying to get established, and it was a very rough time in my life for about 1.5 or 2 years. I really felt like I didn't really know who I was, and I didn't have a lot of things going on for myself. And so I really felt very depleted. Obviously, motherhood is a really it takes a lot out of you. And so I was constantly giving and giving and giving. And what happened in that process is, honestly, I started to just lose my identity in that situation. And I think that it did have an impact on my relationship because as a human being, I think that it was easy for me to start looking to my husband for validation. And that is not a healthy place to be in. Thankfully, I'm not in that place anymore. I have sort of picked myself up, dusted myself off, and I really had to sort of rearrange my thought process and remember that I have a lot of unique gifts and talents that I need to offer not only my family, but other people as well. And I've started to walk in those things more. But it was a process. I sort of got sidetracked for a minute. And I just want to encourage you. Lack of confidence can have a big impact on your relationship and on your life. And I want to say to that person who may have just lost a business opportunity, may have just lost a job, to a stay-at-home parent. You can be a man or a woman. And you're starting to feel not motivated about life. You're starting to look at where other people are and compare yourself to them, and you're starting to feel down about it. All of those things are signs of a lack of confidence. Please, please, please take some time, rest. But at some point, I am encouraging you to pick yourself up and to understand that your family and the world needs you to show up. We have to realize that we have unique giftings. We have things that have been put in us that we really need to get out while we are here on this earth. We have one life to live, and you do not want to wait around for validation from anyone else, even your spouse. You are still responsible for showing up for yourself. You are still responsible to continue your personal growth journey, to continue to flourish as an individual even while you are married. And you know what? Honestly speaking, it is too much of a burden to bear for your spouse to be trying to grow themselves and to be disciplined and to smash their goals and to have to worry about validating you and your vision. Now, that is not to say that as spouses we should not be encouraging to one another. Absolutely. I do think that our spouse Our spouses should be contributing to our dreams and our visions with encouragement and support, yes. But ultimately, someone can only support you if you're already on the journey. You can't look to anyone else to validate. You have to take the time to put in resources and do what needs to be done for yourself so that you can live out those dreams and visions. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to help someone who was where I was. Ultimately, my husband could have given me all the encouraging words that he could have. But unless I chose to pick myself up and say, you know, I've given a lot. It's time for me to carve out a little bit of time, a little bit of resources that I'm giving to my family, and give a little bit of that to myself so that I don't just wither away. Again, when we get married, when we link up with another soul to build a partnership for life, that doesn't mean that we cease to be an individual. We are still ourselves. We still have those gifts and those talents, and we need to continue to build upon those things. So I'm saying to that person who is discouraged, stop. Stop looking at other people. Stop looking at other people's marriages. Stop looking at other people's resources, what they have. You have to focus on your life and what you have, and begin to show up for yourself. Please, please, please show up for yourself. Don't get caught up in the comparison. You have things that you can offer that are valuable. And you know what's going to happen when you do that. Your children are going to see a different you. Your spouse is going to see a different you. You're going to feel better about your life. You're going to feel better about yourself when you wake up in the morning, because you know that you're doing something to create a better life for yourself. So many of us, we love our families so much that we get so committed to creating a better life for them and them alone. Obviously, if they're thriving, we're going to thrive, but there's still a piece of us where we need to pour into ourselves. And so insert yourself back into the picture a little bit. It's not about being selfish. I'm not even going to say be selfish a little bit, but be human a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Carve out that time. Start writing out a journal. Dream a little bit. Talk to some people who are out there and who are doing things that you want to do. Show up for yourself and stop looking at your spouse for validation. The validation hopefully will come if you are married to a healthy person. But even if it doesn't, you still are responsible for showing up for yourself. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in the gifts that you have, and realize that people are counting on you. You may actually be an encouragement to your spouse one day. When they see the things that you're doing, they may be like, man, I'm really encouraged to start something up myself. You have to do that. You can't cease to exist as a person just because you are married. And so I hope this has been an encouragement to you guys. Like I said, I did not grow up understanding a lot of things about marriage. And so in this process, I have had to learn a lot in this 10 years. And I have had to pull myself out of situations and be encouraged. And I'm so happy to be able to be at a place where I can encourage other people. Don't let a lack of confidence kill your relationship. People who have a lack of confidence a lot of times are miserable to be with. They're constantly comparing themselves to other people. They're constantly bickering about things because at the end of the day, they are not happy with themselves. And so if you want to be a blessing to your relationship, work on your confidence a little bit so that you're not just bickering, but you actually have some positive things to bring to the table. And also, don't compare what you do to what other people do. Your boosting confidence could come in starting a garden. That could be your boosting confidence. It doesn't have to be something that's bringing in $3 million a year. Whatever it is that you need to do. Again, it's not about me and what I've done. It's not about what your neighbor and their husband and wife duo has done. It's about you and what you need to do to remain healthy and to continue to pour into your soul as a married person. That is what it's about. And so please be encouraged and understand that one of the ways you can bless your relationship is by you continuing to be healthy. It's by you continuing to show up for yourself every day. take time away reading things, watching things, doing things that are going to edify your soul and make you more of a healthy, positive person for you to be, for your family to be around. I think it's a positive thing. I think it's a great thing. I think that your spouse is going to be so proud of you. I think that your spouse is going to see the changes and they're going to root you on. I think that your children are going to want to be a part of what you're doing. They're going to think it's exciting. They're going to want to join you in whatever it is that you need to do to pick yourself up and to show up for your life. So anyway, y'all, I am going to sign off on this video. I really hope it has been an encouragement. Definitely hit me up in the comments. Definitely swing over to Instagram and make sure that you follow me at Chat with Charli. It's spelled exactly the way it is here on my YouTube channel, at Chat with Charli. Charli does not have an E on it. And also visit me on my website, www.chatwithcharli.com. I have some interesting blog posts and some giveaways and some things that I'm working on. So visit me there. Please definitely subscribe to my channel and hit notifications so that the next time I post a video, you will be made aware. Anyway, blessings to you and yours, and we will talk real soon. Bye.